Hello. So just very quickly, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Helen Fisher and I am a spiritual teacher, energy intuitive and heart math coach. So I just wanted to do a little video as I am feeling the need to share a little bit more. I am a truth seeker and speaker, and truth is something that I have looked into pretty much my whole life, and it's now that I kind of want to speak more around this spiritual truth and awareness. So awakening is a shift in consciousness in which thinking and awareness separate. So many people are beginning to experience awakenings now. I had my first awakening when I was about 24, and it was very profound. It came in the shape of what is medically known as a breakdown, but actually it was a breakthrough. And it can be a bit of a shock to the system, and the ego identity, or what we believe or think to be who we are, breaks down. And many truths sort of emerge, and you start asking questions about existence and things like that. Well, if you meet, you do. So there's a lot of that occurring right now as we go through these transformational times we're in now, which is what is known as an ascension process on the planet. You may have heard people speak about it. But basically, as a collective, that's what we're going through now, and a real awakening in consciousness. And it can get a little bit icky, as you can see probably in your external realities. Lots of stuff to navigate at the moment. Anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit around my experiences with healthcare. Now, I worked in healthcare for 23 years. I worked in operating theatres. And I left that in about 2017-18 to pursue my passion, which is this. And I remember thinking to myself, seeing the patients, and I've thought this many times anyway, and also from my own personal experience with health, that so many patients I was seeing on the operating table really, didn't need to be there. And they had the correct education, information, and to know that they could take responsibility for their own health, which a lot of the conditioning is we give over that responsibility to doctors and just healthcare in general. Somebody else will fix that, or there's a pill for that. And we don't get to the root cause of things. So, that was really strong in me, and I knew that I couldn't continue anyway in that profession because a lot of it just wasn't making sense to me. And also through my own journey of, battling addiction, medications, but also having times in my life where I went down alternative routes for my own healing. And actually, when I look back at that, when I used that route, I always got better. My health always improved. And so that was a good indication to me that there was a lot of truth in, looking into the alternatives as well. Now, I am not I try not to be anti anything. I think what's really important is to look at the whole. So there is a place for medication, but there is also a place for, knowing and educating ourselves about our self-healing abilities, because we are profound energetic beings in a physical vessel. So that was the kind of journey that I dipped in and out of throughout my life. I've had many awakenings. I've also had periods of time where I've gone back to sleep, especially when I was battling with addictions and things. So I just felt it really, really important to share my views and my experience through awakenings of questioning healthcare and the current systems that we've got right now, and how they're causing, how the current system is contributing to a lot more ill health, especially to the amazing staff, doctors, nurses, you name it, that work in these environments, highly stressed, really struggling in many areas, and certainly now. So I am an advocate for questioning everything. If you're getting, awakenings to things and wanting to question things, maybe looking at taking different routes for yourself in terms of your health, exploring a bit more of energetic work, healing, the amazing abilities that the body has to come back into alignment, into harmony, in order to self-heal and look at the whole. Because systems, we're in a time now where systems are changing. It's huge right now on every level. So I kind of wanted to share that because that was my experience. That was my experience of coming out of healthcare. Now, I am all about health and well-being. And like I say, the evidence I've got is myself and how I healed myself and continue to. So I encourage anyone watching this to go down your own route with that. And let's be a part of shaping a new system in healthcare as the old ones start to dismantle. I mean, that's not just healthcare, we're seeing it in education, we're seeing it in everything right now, and we're going to see it more. So I will leave you with that, and I will endeavour to come in and share a few more of my awakening experiences. Now, this is my truth, and I want to share my truth, and it also, if you resonate with it, there's your truth. There is no, and we just look at the whole. There's a place for everything in balance. But what the message I want to get across now is look deeper. Look into yourself, how you can self-heal. What is it that you need to do mentally, emotionally, that will impact the physical? And also, ultimately, it will change the way you view your reality. But that's a whole different subject altogether. So I'm going to leave you with that. And thank you for listening.